Alberta's premier is facing fresh concerns from a former cabinet minister. The newly independent MLA is calling out Danielle Smith over what he calls a lack of fiscal accountability and concerns about Alberta's future within Canada under her leadership. As CTV's Chelan Skulski explains, some question if further fractions could form within the governing party.
To the Premier, is withholding information from Cabinet considered normal course of business?
Standing in the legislature for the first time as an independent MLA last week, Peter Guthrie voiced concerns about how the Premier's handled questions on healthcare contracts. This week, he's taking his criticism further, taking aim at the Premier in a new letter, citing a troubling lack of fiscal accountability, adding recent developments in her political agenda raise legitimate questions about her intentions for Alberta's role within the Canadian Federation.
The Premier flirts with separatism and with the end of Canada. Look, we're at a point in history where Canada is under attack from the outside. We certainly don't need to put it under attack from the inside.
The NDP leader says the Premier is playing a dangerous game for political gain. He believes it's making UCP MLAs uncomfortable.
They didn't sign up to be in a government that was this unethical and this incompetent.
Guthrie is not holding back. And the question is, she's lost 2 members of her caucus. Where does this go?
Dwayne Bratt says reviews into contract procurement and the federal election will play a role in UCP unity, adding history could repeat itself.
Kenny kicked out 2 members of his caucus, but it didn't stymie the fight against him, and he ended up losing his leadership. I'm not sure that's the case here yet, but there are more things to come.
Others say on spending, Smith has been more principled compared to previous premiers.
Spending has increased, but when you look on a per person inflation adjusted basis, so when you account for population growth, you account for higher price levels, it actually has been relatively flat in recent years.
Responding to the letter, a spokesperson for the Premier says allegations around procurement practices are under multiple reviews, and the province is awaiting recommendations. Adding, the Premier has stated on multiple occasions that she and our UCP caucus support a strong and sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. Chelan Skulski, CTV News, Edmonton.